Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team's currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. Here's what our diggers have for week 154. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now without further ado, let's get started. First up, Doogies dug up DOSGAMES /adventure /FREND? Part of me wonder if maybe this stands for like front end or something. It'd be a very small front end at only 24 kilobytes. Also a very incorrect file date. Well, just gonna run it and see what happens. Welcome to Late Friends School High School. Wait, what? Welcome to Late Friends School High School. Although most objects have not yet been programmed, since this is a tour, feel free to look around. Some rooms you can't go in, you can't pick anything up yet, so don't try. By the way, you can interact with things. Program design written by Jim Snavely for friends only. How did this end up in this collection then? Like maybe one of Jim's friends like decided, hey, let's distribute this onto some BBS or something, and what do you want to do? I don't know, help? No, that seemed to okay, so I'm on room 1, floor 1. Look. In the entrance you see photos of a camping trip and other school functions. There are stairs going down. Yeah, the stairs isn't an exit. Stairs? Go downstairs? That doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, well, north. In the hallway, the carpet is terribly worn. North again. In the student lounge, an empty freezer bears a small note. It reads, "Next time, I'll take the whole damn school." That doesn't sound good. Apparently we're in room 6 now. And there's an exit to the east, but not to the south? What? Okay, so from what I'm getting so far from this is a manually programmed text adventure. As in, the person writing this, I get the impression this is a kid just writing something together just for the heck of it. Because this is not using a text mode game engine of any kind that I'm aware of. It seems to be manually programmed for sure, because we were just able to exit south from a room that only claimed to have an east exit. So clearly everything's being done manually in terms of typing stuff out. What happens if we go east from here? In between the stairs, the old table with old stale donuts sit on the carpet. Can I get the donuts? Eat donuts? See, get donuts actually might have done something. Do I have an inventory? No. Items? This is also very incomplete from the looks of things. Also, it says exits are to the east, but east doesn't actually go anywhere. Well, north. Up the left stairway, you see... Okay, this suddenly became porn. So I think we're going to end it here before we get in way over our heads. Yeah, I don't know. I guess FREND is sort of friend or something. I don't know. This is definitely something weird that probably we should just, forget exists. Next up, James Dunn has dug up DOSGAMES /arcade2 /Maniac. Surely this can't be Maniac Mansion. 26 files. We got these first and second up to 6th notes. So Godot bat, license.doc. Well, let's just see what this is going to do. Runs the readme, types maniac.stp, and then runs the game. That's kind of weird. Because, like, there's no readme file here. Well, apparently whatever this game is, it's called The Maniac. Apparently copyright to a Ray Zimmerman of Computer Specialties. Well, definitely shareware. We'll need to see if there's a price on here anywhere. Maybe on the order form. Is there an order form? There is. $25. So either this is going to be really good or really not worth it. What's the other file here? We got the maniac.doc. Comspec? Maniac's $10,000 giveaway. This is not a good sign. We at Computer Specialties feel that The Maniac will be one of the most talked about games of the 90s. Yeah, evidenced by the fact that I've never heard of it. Oh boy. During our test period, we were delighted to discover that all age groups equally and thoroughly enjoyed the software. Because of the tremendous initial response to The Maniac, we felt that we would be in a position to make a public offer to induce all individuals, regardless of age, to become registered users. Wait. So you're admitting right here that you're trying to manipulate people into purchasing your software. Either that, or you don't know what the word induce means. So I guess the question is, did they ever actually hit their 500 registered users thing? Also, this is not, I guess maybe they have their details in a different list. But the funny thing is that you gotta remember that any kind of, like, giveaways and stuff like that, there are an extreme number of laws in place in regards to this kind of stuff. Because you don't want... Because gambling is naturally very strictly enforced in a lot of ways, regardless of your country. So I got to imagine that this either went forward or didn't go forward very well. Also, it said to look at a giveaway document, and I don't have that. Yeah, I guess I'll just run it. Okay, finally we have, like, something to see, like, how we actually play this. So, see, object of the game. The Maniac's true purpose in life is to scramble through the blue zone as many times as he can without being zapped by Thomas, the head of mouse security. Every time that the Maniac is zapped, he is vaporized and will have to start over again. At that time, he'll re-vaporize him. Wait, no, that's not how words work. You cannot re-vaporize something unless it's already been reconstituted. Re-vaporize is not the opposite of vaporize. If you want to be like that, you want unvaporize. Jeez. Or devaporize, even. No, re-vaporize does not make sense in this context. And apparently we've also got star chambers now. It says here, the Maniac will drive you crazy. Well, I haven't even started playing, it's already driving me crazy with the language. Okay, and apparently this game is entirely mouse controlled, because I'm not finding any keyboard controls anywhere in here. And there's even a thing saying that you need a mouse to play this, so... Next up will be the Blue Zone, the main headquarters of Thomas. Comspec presents The Maniac, version 1.0. Top of the line. It's really hammering in this whole shareware concept here. It's kind of getting a little ridiculous. Okay, we got mouse controls going. So, set new game time. How long do we want it to go? 5 minutes. Set new game speed. I guess slowest. Play Maniac. It's making noise. I don't quite understand what's going on here. What am I supposed to do? Seriously, nothing... Oh, that did something. What's going on? What? I really don't understand what's going on here. This is... like... I don't get this. Okay, so I was using those timeouts by clicking the right mouse button. Oh, what the heck? I just started the game here and it immediately used one of my timeouts. I didn't even click the right mouse button. Seriously? Okay, so from what I understand, you're basically trying to click on this thing while he's trying to... This doesn't seem to work. Or am I trying to click on the stars? Seriously, what? I've read through the instructions. Like, you're supposed to basically zap this thing, but I don't understand how I'm supposed to do that when the mouse button doesn't seem to do anything. Is the game simply not detecting my mouse clicks? What if I turn the cycles, like, way to frick down? Yeah, I don't get this. Yeah, I can't get this game to do anything. So, maybe it's broken or something? Like, the right mouse button works. It uses a timeout. I can move the mouse around, but I can't actually... like, there's even a cursor. It knows where the cursor is. Why is nothing happening when I click the left mouse button? This game's probably broken or something. Anyways, that was the Maniac. A lot of hype up for something that I'm pretty sure isn't working. Oh boy. And our last dig for today comes from Dick DeYoung, DOSGAMES /KIDGAMES /BDCC32. Okay, so far we've had a game that went adult very quickly, and a game that didn't even seem to work properly, so hopefully we have better luck here. Got an install.bat, which is fairly sizable for a batch file, and a readme.first. Let's just see what that install.bat does, because that's a very large batch file. Oh, this is why it's very large, because it's taking into account, like, every potential drive letter you might pick. And also, apparently, this game is called Berts Dinosaurs. Okie dokie then. So what's the readme.first say then? Berts Dinosaurs, version 3.2. Congratulations, you have a trial shareware copy of Berts Dinosaurs, which now includes voice. Berts Dinosaurs is an enjoyable coloring program for children of all ages, but is especially useful for introducing young children to the computer. If you decide to keep this program in your software library, you should support the author and register your copy. And apparently registration is $9.95, so effectively $10. Although this is a little weird. It says here that you should use the registration form, which is contained in the manual file bd32.doc and also in regist32.doc, but I didn't get those files. So that makes me wonder if this is actually going to work, if like this is complete enough to function properly. Like, it mentions sound. Well, the executable file is big enough to have sound. See what happens. Oh. This is a self-extracting executable. Okay, so that explains why that didn't want to... It didn't seem like it overwrote any of the files that were already there, though. So that leaves us with some new files here. I have to wonder if the install.bat was going to like put it into specific folders or something, because we might have to do that manually. Nope, the installer actually just simply creates a directory and runs the self-extractor in the directory. Okay, that's fair enough. So, Bert. One moment, please. Berts Dinosaur. Good freak! What the heck was that? That... Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that sounded like a child saying Bert's Dinosaurs in a very, very staticky PC speaker way, followed by screaming. Which I assume was just supposed to be a kid, like, shouting yay or something, but because of the extreme over-peaking there, it just sounded like... It sounded like something out of some nightmare or something. Oh boy. Okay, well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Okay, select an image. I'm guessing this is like the background we're gonna have. Okay. I see, so you assemble the image by picking the different pieces of the image. And we've got 12 dinosaurs to choose from. Wow, that's grainy. Okay, why did it put it on the screen like 4 different times? Oh, you're selecting the size. Now the position? Okay. I guess that makes sense, but like, how do you add like this isn't a very... There's a lot of space here. Okay, so we can actually add more dinosaurs to the mix. So... Yeah, that is very grainy. We can do the giant one. Right like that. Let's get one more in there, just for good measure. I noticed that they don't have a lot of very dangerous dinosaurs in here. Most of these are dinosaurs that wouldn't really be that big of a deal, like if you were to encounter them, because they're not going to try to kill you, but... And we'll have this little guy right over here. Okay. So now we can go to color mode. And we got 16 color palette from the looks of it. Modified 16 color palette because there's multiple shades of green and brown here. So I guess we just pick a color and then click. Okay. Now, the one thing I am noticing here is that it does seem to sort of detect corner areas. We might have better luck testing this out on one of the dinosaurs here. Yeah, because look at the eye area here, how it's sort of separated out a little. Let's see if how this goes. Whoops, I mean to do that. Although that did kind of prove just now that, yeah, it's not scanning things perfectly. Or it's not like a typical coloring program. You want it done in such a way that when you click somewhere in order to color, that the boundaries of the things that you put down don't affect what you're coloring in. I mean, take a look at this little guy right here. Like, there's supposed to be some background right there. And you got all these little feet. Like, if we try to color in the little feet here... Yeah, we kind of... It's not exactly... Yeah, it's like trying to paint his nails in a sense. And we accidentally changed the background color in the process. Apparently we can write a story. I don't know. This is the story of a bunch of poorly colored dinos. Also partly incomplete. Okay, mostly incomplete. And I'm just typing this out for the heck of it. That's a story. I don't know what that does. I'm guessing it's part of the print feature, which we obviously won't be able to look at, but apparently there is an undo. Oh. Okay, so the undo is designed to remove whatever part of the image you put down last. Huh. And apparently there's an erase. Erases the whole thing. Also erases the story, from the looks of it. So this was, what was it? Like, what did they actually call it? Well, it's a dinosaur coloring program. Or hang on here, this says register your copy for only $20, but I thought it said $10 in the documentation. Okay, so I read that wrong. It's actually saying here that registered users are able to receive additional images and printed manual and a certificate to purchase a copy of a particular Shareware collection CD for $10. So the actual registration price of the game program is $20. I guess whether or not it's worth $20 is if you think, well, this is worth $20.
Berts Dinosaur.
Let that sink in for a second.